That's nuts podcast.
Well, it's the only podcast.
Who the fuck are you? Get out of our room. We're all playing one game of Minecraft. We're sharing the controller.
I'm playing Minecraft.
We're all.
We
all
each
five
get a
of us
button.
Have our hands on the controller.
Yeah, we each
It's a
get a
big
button.
brain
We have our own button.
Yeah, we have to saw the controller and then wire them in such a way that we all have to use one
Just
button.
a fucking 2x4. Made a fight
button-
stick out of a
Which button
pizza
are
box.
you on the Minecraft controller? Take our personality quiz.
Ooh, I'm the right analog
right
stick.
trigger.
I don't know how to play Minecraft on the controller.
I don't either.
guess
I
it'll
don't,
be left
I don't
trigger.
know what right trigger does.
Well, the
I'll
joke's
be-
over,
Yeah,
guys.
joke's
Well,
over.
I don't know about you guys. All I ever do is climb, so I'm an A button kind of girl.
Oh,
Ooh.
Okay, no.
A button.
Yeah.
That's pretty
whatever
advanced
button
technique you got
open-
there.
I'm whatever button opens your inventory.
That's left
I'm
trigger.
whatever.
Okay.
I'm whatever.
Well,
button
it's also
no, I
Y.
think
your
it's Y.
skeleton.
Sorry, I was thinking open like doors and stuff.
Yeah, right click or there. The left trigger's right click.
You can tell how great
New
we are
bit!
at this. Yeah, new bit. So
New stimuli.
So
Well,
it's been
yeah.
quite the week.
Oh.
Yeah.
yeah.
We're still kind of
we-
moving in. So it's just, it's a lot. We have so many cockroaches in our apartment.
Oh.
that's
Not so many cockroaches. We just keep spotting some.
I know, however, my cat, Azira, he fell in the bathtub today because he's very stupid. He does enjoy the taste of cockroach.
Crunchy.
He murders.
Crunch.
With a gooey center.
Crunch. New cereal kitty crunch.
Kitty crunch.
Stays
huh?
crunchy even in milk.
Stays crunch.
What was that in reference to? What was that the thing that you said with that?
I don't remember why.
crunchy
I don't.
even
I
in
don't. I
milk?
don't remember why I said it, but I know where I got it from. It's Ren and Stimpy when they're talking about gritty kitty litter.
That's right.
It stays crunchy even
Man.
in milk.
It's a shame that Ren and Stimpy is like that, huh?
It sure is.
It's a shame that
It's a
Ren and
shame.
Stimpy-
It's a shame that it was created by a freak, but I'm glad it exists.
You freak!
The cartoon that revolutionized how modern cartoons are made. Shame that it's like that.
How did it revolutionize modern cartoons?
Just how we ended up, like, commercializing cartoons in the modern age. Like, it's DuckTales, and then Ren and Stimpy, in order of, like, how the 90s
Iconic.
specifically portrayed cartoons. Yeah, the iconic nature of how cartoons came to be.
Ren and Stimpy was created more as, like, a passion project than it was a marketing tool.
Yeah. Like, the fact that, when drawing, they couldn't use the same expression twice in one scene, which is why it's animated like that, which is really interesting. But again, it's still like that.
Yeah. I have a memory of a Genesis game.
Oh?
Fucking a Sega Genesis Ren and Stimpy game.
Oh.
And the only thing I can remember about it is that one of the levels, the end goal is you have to go inside of a fridge, and you go to the next world, which is the inside of the fridge.
Okay.
And another one I remember is the fact that there's just a teeth level. Like an organic monster
There were a
mouth
lot
level.
of body horror and disgusting things in that show, and I love it.
Did you guys...
It was the 90s. Television was gross.
Did you guys ever see the adult party cartoon, Ren and Stimpy?
Oh yeah, no, it was gross.
Fuck off.
God.
Adult party cartoon.
That was like...
Genuinely, all I've heard is bad things.
I didn't watch TV growing up, so I didn't actually see a lot of Ren and Stimpy, but I have seen adult party cartoon because a friend made me watch it.
Which friend?
Tiffany, I think? The horse cock girl.
Cool. Oh, the horse cock girl. Okay.
Okay. It all makes sense now.
Sorry, the brain
It
wasn't
does.
connecting the dots until you said, "Oh, the horse cock girl."
No,
Yeah.
genuinely, it does.
Yeah, no, I knew as soon as I said
I know
Tiffany.
AJ's lore.
I grew up.
Christ.
Yeah.
I grew up.
Is that marked
watching,
up in the compendium of AJ?
Yeah, it's in the book. It's got a
The
lock
AJ
on,
lexicon?
bound in human flesh. But I grew up watching like my cartoons of choice as a kid were like SpongeBob or Billy and Mandy or Ed, Edd and Eddie.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
and then the secondaries were like Ren and Stimpy and like Simpsons and Clone High.
You watched Clone High?
Like my dad had VHSs of it. Not not legitimately. He recorded everything.
I was about to say, like,
Not
'cause
legitimate ones.
That was before my era, for sure.
That was TiVo.
That was MTV. It was.
No, TiVo is the way you record television.
No, my dad just literally had a VHS player that could record.
Lily,
Lily,
that's
Yeah.
how they used to. That's how you used to do it. Is you'd
That's how
record
you used to
everything
do
on a
it.
VHS.
Yeah, you just have blank.
Isn't that what a
you just
TiVo
record
is?
over a VHS.
Yeah, you can record over a
Was
regular
it-
VHS, or you could get like blank ones.
Yeah.
Was it TiVo something
TiVo
else?
just was
TiVo
like
was something
it was
else.
the in between before like DVRs were put into boxes for TV. Like standard.
Yeah, TiVo
Oh.
was you
It was like
could get
third
like a
party
little thing.
software.
Yeah, it was you could get a thing and plug it into your TV, and then you could set it to record with whatever you had for TV to record your shows. So
you had
that
to
you
connect it to
didn't
your
miss them.
box like a tumor.
I wasn't cool enough to have anything like
We
that.
didn't have
I never had
TiVo.
TiVo.
We just went straight
I
to
had-
satellite television that had DVR built in.
Yeah.
The coolest thing I had regarding like secondary systems for your TVs was a tape rewinder.
Me and my
Amazing.
Did
brother.
a tape rewinder?
I used to play with that as a kid.
Me and my brother, what we would do is, because our TV could rewind but couldn't record properly, we just literally have this one TV out in the middle of a room that nobody goes in, and then if we found something we really liked, we just paused it and kept rewinding it on that episode for eternity and never let the TV go
You-
forward.
You
That's
can't do that
funny.
anymore.
You sure can't.
TVs automatically go forwards after a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, because I remember one time I had the flu, and so my mom was like, we had just gotten TiVo as like a gift from my rich grandmother. So we'd gotten the TiVo, and we had hooked it up, we had moved it to the master bedroom, because I was being quarantined in there for the flu. And we plugged it in, and I watched Disney's Robin Hood for like 3 days straight.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Like, we had like a similar situation with me and my brother, because me and my brother both had, we weren't being quarantined because of some disease. We had our tonsils removed, so our parents just felt it pertinent to just leave us alone.
Yeah. fair
So
enough.
me and my brother just decided while we were sitting there with our tonsils removed, we were just gonna like do what we did with what I just mentioned with the TV, but on this one episode of Naruto that we ended up catching that we thought was so cool because in that episode one of the villains does a thing where he connects Naruto's heart to his and then squeezes his own heart. And we thought,
I
oh
never
man,
saw
that's so
Naruto.
edgy and cool because he's squeezing the heart and you can see the organ.
Yes, Alex?
What?
He's slapping stuff.
Is he slapping?
I guess he's got a bug.
1-800, are you slapping?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
thinking it too.
You know, Kaylee, I'm gonna be 100% honest.
Mhm.
Sorry.
That
sorry,
whole story sounds 100% in character
Sorry
for
for-
you.
Really?
Sorry
It
for that
does.
little interlude. I just had to slay a giant fucking spider on my wall.
Oh shit.
He didn't deserve it.
I turned it to paste.
Just-
It's now a shadow on my wall.
Just connect your heart to its and then squeeze your heart, idiot.
Okay.
Obviously.
But yeah, I had to try to do that as quietly as possible until the impact. It took
Just
2
like
shots.
the hit anime
The first
show
the first
Naruto.
smack, I was so close to it that I got some legs and it just didn't move. Stone
spider.
cold.
I catch and release all the
Aw.
spiders I find.
Absolutely,
spider smokes
absolutely not.
cigarettes.
We have an unspoken rule in this house. If the spiders aren't smart enough to figure out that they keep dying if they come into this specific room, that's their problem.
I caught and released a wasp the other day, actually.
Good for you.
Well, like,
I'm
it
very
got-
much a proponent of that.
it got in the house, and so there were actually 2 wasps in the house.
Oh,
One of them was actually in the house. The other one was between a screen and the window. So we just never opened that window until it just went away.
Oh.
But the second
It
one,
works.
it got in and it landed on that same window on the inside of the house. So I took a piece of Tupperware and the user manual for something or other just kind of... I managed to catch it for like 3 minutes trying to get close. Because... Yeah?
Yes,
They're getting their
Alex?
revenge. There's a second spider climbing between some webs after I killed the big one. You're not getting away. Continue talking. I can't hear you, though.
God damn it.
This is the hunting episode. We're going hunting.
I also have a wasp story.
Yeah?
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm gonna set the scene here. It was my college final because my particular profession is in graphic design. We had to present all of our graphic design works throughout the year and hand them out to a bunch of big suit fucking businessmen types, and essentially market ourselves. Before the presentation,
I remember this.
Yeah, before the presentation, there was a wasp. I killed the wasp, and I was like, okay, cool, let me pick the wasp up in a napkin and throw it away. Its corpse had stung me through the napkin. And the whole presentation, I just had a swollen-ass thumb that I kept squeezing at, hoping that it would go down, and I was just, like, my thumb was in pain through the whole presentation. And I had to hand fucking papers that I designed to the businessman, and I could have sworn that one of the papers accidentally got some thumb juice on it.
I was worried that was
Yeah.
going to go a different way, because when you crush a wasp, they release a pheromone that tells other wasps that you're a dick.
Yeah,
Don't ants do that too?
Some ants, like your common black ant won't.
Yeah,
I think
I had
carpenter
a-
ants
Some
do.
fire.
I had a massive fear that at any point during that presentation that just anywhere between 2 to 5 wasps would show up and just start aggressively stinging businessmen.
That is what
I,
wasps are known for.
All I got to say
That's what they
about what just happened is double kill. I
Yeah.
fucking
Alex
splattered
is
that
operating
bitch.
on like dragon lair
I
rules.
fucking hate bugs in my room.
Here be dragons, don't come
in
here. And
if you
the
like the
problem
spiders
is
come in and
Alex,
like, ooh,
the-
bunch of bug
Alex-
corpses. I'll just eat these up real quick. I'm gonna get big
No.
and fat and be a big old target on this white wall.
Alex, I don't think you understand.
Hmm?
Is that you operating on Dragon's Lair rules means that eventually some spiders are going to try and come and get you and get your spoils.
You think that's not what they're already doing? I've been doing this for
They're gonna
decades.
get
No, I think that is.
They're gonna hit the right
Yeah.
number of button combinations and unlock the
Decades?
secret cutscenes, bro.
Since I was a wee
Only been
bat.
alive
over
for
20
two
years
of
old.
those.
Yeah. Did I stutter?
Every spider
This
that Alex
generations of
kills is just
spiders.
one that misinputted.
Yeah, exactly.
Alex is the boss of Rogue Legacy, and these spiders are the player character.
my rule with bugs is if you stay out of my line of sight, good on you. You have high stealth and you can live here. I see you, it's over. As
I like
soon as
the
I see
idea
a
of
moving
every
black
creature
dot.
in the world having an innate stealth ability.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
stat. Like
We
a
all-
stat,
we all
not
got
like...
Clearly, Kaylee's never seen Tearzu.
I know what you're talking about, but I've never watched one of their videos.
Exactly.
Oh, Tier Zoo. Okay.
I have no
Yeah.
idea what you're talking about.
It's a tier. It's a channel that's entire gimmick is that they list animals and put them on a tier list like they were characters in a fighting game.
Guys, can you imagine if the spider that was in my room, the two that I just killed, can you imagine if one of them had like an egg sac on him? And live on the podcast, I just erupted a fucking egg sac of baby spiders on my wall. Can you imagine? I'd have to leave forever.
Minigame.
I'd have to just pack up and you never hear from me again.
Spider
Well, it's
crushing
nice knowing you,
minigame.
Alex.
I'd go and bury myself in my backyard. Dig a 6-inch
Well,
hole and bury
it was
myself.
nice knowing
Yeah.
you.
Well, it didn't happen, so
Oh.
we're good. But the day that does happen,
Good.
one day you're not going to hear from me, and you'll know why.
I have a question regarding the tonsil comment earlier. Who all of you have
Yeah.
your tonsils out?
Me.
I have my tonsils.
I have my tonsils.
made me
I keep
snore.
them.
It may come to a surprise, but I do in fact have my tonsils out.
Hmm.
Oh wow.
Have
I'm
you- I've
genuinely
never-
surprised by that.
I never got them removed, and I never got tonsillitis, so I never had a chance. I never had a chance, or not necessarily a chance, but a reason to get them removed.
Haha,
Neither
tonsil
have I.
supremacy in this chat tonight.
I do have to.
I
get
don't
over
understand
some
what the
people.
purpose of tonsils are.
I don't know what they're for, but I know they're the things in your the back of your throat.
You think someone has a tonsil kink?
I
I kind of want to get up and go, but I know I shouldn't do that. I've already done it twice.
don't worry, I can do it for us.
Uh-oh.
They left
This
the call.
this
left the call.
comedic bit doesn't mean anything to anyone who can't hear the Discord sounds.
They
I'm
can't
sick
hear
of
the
these
Discord
mind
chirp.
games.
Yeah.
So tonsils
For
are
those-
just their. Just as
for
a part
those
of the
of
tonsils
you
are just
who-
a part of your lymphatic system.
For those
Yeah.
of you
Oh,
who did
they're just
not
lymph nodes.
understand, Aries left the call.
Yeah.
I did just
We
leave.
stated that
this
a
is the
while
same.
ago,
This is what
Kaylee,
happened.
thank you.
This is what happened last podcast where we didn't move from general, and Kaylee joined because she thought that we were just chilling, and then we all just fucking freaked out considering mostly me because we were still in fucking general because I fucking spaced moving everyone, but no one heard Kaylee. One, because Kaylee didn't utter a word, and two, can't hear the Discord sounds.
I almost cried when
Kayla-
everyone screamed at me.
It wasn't
Yeah,
at
Kaylee,
you.
I'm so
I
sorry.
wasn't mad at you. I was mad at everyone else for not realizing we were still in general. I was thinking about doing it while we were recording the podcast, which we did end up doing anyway after that event. But like I didn't want to interrupt the conversation, even though we're all locally recording.
Alex is, as many would know, a nervous little boy.
I killed 2 spiders because I saw movement in the corner of my eye. Yeah. A little jumpy.
Ferocious.
Nervous little boy.
Not little. That's false. I'm big.
How tall
He's
are you?
quite
I'm
large.
nervous and large. Get it right.
Like an elephant.
Like an elephant.
Especially like an elephant.
Except my memory is dog shit. Unless it's...
Oh.
Did any of you watch... Did any of you watch Glee growing up?
Oh, so we're segueing into
We're
this.
going to Glee, huh? Alright.
My
Yeah.
sister did.
Your sister did?
Yes.
My sister also did.
Kaylee?
No, I have never watched Glee in my life.
I only just now started watching Glee because Aries wanted to show me how bad it was.
So I have a fascination with Glee on like a personal level. My sister was obsessed with it growing up. Like, she used to try and watch it all the time, and she'd wait for a season to end and then catch up with it all at once. But there's such like a weird... That show fascinates me because it's like it tries so hard to be good. So it has the occasional really good, well-written episode, and it is such a perfect example of monkeys on a typewriter. Like,
Yeah.
the whole Family Guy thing of, like, occasionally Family Guy will have a joke that makes me, like, laugh out loud really genuinely. And occasionally Glee will have an episode where they absolutely hit their mark on what lesson they're trying to teach that week.
You guys want to watch all
And then
of
other times it's
Riverdale
the
for
second
channel?
episode. For the channel?
Yeah.
I don't
I'd
think
do
so.
it for the channel. But,
For
I
the
don't-
Patreon? Yeah.
For the Patreon, yeah. We can fucking watch all of Riverdale. If you want to see us go through all of Riverdale, join
it's a
our
live,
Patreon.
what's
Don't
the
make that
words, like the
promise.
watch along
I was saying
things?
this is a goof. I don't want to watch all of
Ha,
Riverdale.
Alex, you forgot who you're talking
I don't
to.
wanna
You're
fucking-
I'll
talking to
watch
the
all
person
of
who runs
Riverdale.
the
I don't want
fucking
to touch
network.
Riverdale with a 10-foot fucking pole.
What's up? You don't want to watch Archie get fucked?
Honestly,
the
I
guy
can
who
say that I
space-
don't.
I don't know.
I can say that's something I
The
don't want to
highs
be
and
involved
lows
with.
of high school
Oh, it's
football.
sorry, it's not Archie, it's the other
That
dude.
makes
What's
zero
his name?
difference
Jughead?
to me.
Jughead. Jughead is Canon Ace, and then they make him
This
fucking
literally
Riverdale
means
or
Oh,
something.
that's what I was
nothing to
confused
me.
about.
The names could have
I-
been Bumbo and Pookie. I don't. That means nothing.
Oh, I was really into the comics growing up, so I was very upset
I
about
wasn't.
Riverdale. Especially because Jughead is Canon Ace. And I am also Canon Ace.
I can't relate.
Can we make our own wiki and label Aries as canonical sexuality asexual?
The next thing I'm gonna do is fucking work on the fucking FableFew wiki page.
I just want to like. I'm gonna make like fake lore for everybody and then post that in Wikipedia somewhere.
Oh,
Not
absolutely.
even in like, not even in like
Whose death
articles
did
relating
you?
to
Who,
us, just somewhere.
What article did you edit my death onto?
My
All dogs go to heaven too.
most important thing, my lore is just born on a mountain, raised in a cave. Truckin' and fucking is all I crave, and that's all it's written.
Yeah.
Trucking and fucking is all that
It's
I crave.
such-
Did you know they actually had to
so
like?
good. That
you-
I know.
They had to
I-
lock down the "All Dogs Go to Heaven" too Wikipedia article because
Yeah.
people kept changing it to Gordon Freeman.
They did.
died.
They also did that. That happened with in one episode of the Super Mega podcast. I believe Matt
Oh, you were
Watson
talking about the
buys
star,
a star
yeah.
for Ryan McGee, but spying a star is literally means nothing. They don't have ownership of it. Matt just gave a stranger $100, and so like.
To get a piece of paper.
No, the piece of paper never came. That's the intrigue is they never mailed him the certificate. So it's literally pointless. But the Wikipedia for that star actually had like some like history behind it apparently, but also like it kept getting replaced by this is called Ryan McGee now. This star is called Ryan McGee. And then eventually that shit had to get locked down, and then they just put it in like the pop culture section at the bottom of the article.
No. They were trying to do like a pop culture section at the bottom of the article, but
Oh.
the people who edited the Wikipedia didn't want that there.
What a history.
Yeah.
What a fun anecdote of someone else's podcast. Is this what you're here for?
Yeah, guys, you should listen to the
Excellent.
Super Mega podcast instead of
Having
ours.
fun?
Are you having fun? Are you having fun,
Are
Alex?
you having fun?
Let me check. Put my 2 fingers up to my fucking jugular. My BPM's pretty stable. I think I'm having fun.
All right, cool.
According to our podcast analytics, a lot of people listen in India.
Huh.
Hello, people from
Hello.
India.
Hello,
Also,
India.
Estonia. We have at least 3 listeners in Estonia. Hello, Estonia.
At least 3 downloads from Estonia.
Hello, Estonia.
What are you Why are you downloading me, Estonia? Don't download
Funny.
me.
Estonia wants
I
your
can't have a
hot
single
clown.
copy of myself exist.
Too late.
Yeah.
No.
But, like, I don't know if that's like a weird quirk of the analytics system, but if you're from India, like shoot us an email at like TheFableFew@gmail.com or tweet us at our Twitter. I want to hear like why you listen to us if you're in India.
Yeah. No.
Genuinely.
What about us?
It could be that just like. It could just be like that the server they're downloading, like they have some sort of weird third-party app for downloading podcasts, and it has like a server in India. It could just be
It's
that.
for big podcasts.
Maybe. But
It's
the
so
problem is
weird.
half of our downloads come from India.
Then maybe it's a popular app. I don't fucking know.
I was gonna say that might just corroborate the story more.
I don't know. But
Well, if we hear
even
from a
you
bunch of
aren't from
people that are
India,
located in
email
India
us or
listening to our
something.
podcast, we'll know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if you aren't from India and you just like listen to us, tell us what
Everyone
platform you
just send us
listen on.
email that just says you listen to the podcast, and parentheses.
Yeah. That's fine too.
Just
send us
just
emails.
send an email and
I
the
wanna-
only
I'm
text
tired
says,
of
"Me
seeing
listen," smile.
I'm tired of seeing emails from web services. I want to see emails from people.
I want to see emails from people. Please email us
Send
at
send an email at huffmyfarts@gmail.com. No, was it huffmyfarts?
Tweet at
No.
us too.
What was the email?
You can tweet at us. We're trying to be
No,
more
that
active
was
on our
pretty
Twitter.
much.
What was
Right.
the email I put in that one podcast?
Join us on Discord.
Was it suckmyfarts?
We record on
at
Discord.
gmail.com?
It is suckmyfarts@gmail.com.
Suck my.
God, I wish I had that email address. God, I wish whoever has that, you're just asking for it. You're just asking for people to send you just random
Oh,
garbage.
I've never logged into the FableFew Gmail on my fucking computer, huh?
You
Alright,
want
I'll have to make the
you want
Probably not.
to do
podcast.
two-factor authentication now? Live on the
No,
pod?
no.
You can just-
We can do that during the break.
All right.
Let's not do that live.
Okay, here's the key.
All right. So here's the one-time code
It's
that we're not supposed to tell anybody.
6969.
Eat my ass.
Wow, they're
At
going past, they're
gmail.com.
going past
Alright.
numerical.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's words now. Whole phrases.
It's
Dollar
it's
sign,
entire
dollar
phrase.
sign, ampersand,
Ooh.
tilde.
I don't have a funny joke. I'm done.
Okay.
Okay, goodbye.
Okay.
So,
Stick a fork in
so
her.
bring
She's
us back
dumb.
in. Bring us back onto like podcast shit. Lily and I have been watching the weird bad stuff Netflix has to offer.
Excellent.
Which, thank God, they're bringing more for Halloween, because my favorite thing on the planet is shitty horror movies. Netflix has one called Halloween Party. If you're looking for a good time, oh my god, what a fucking movie.
Yeah?
Vezoth, you were there for last year's Halloween viewing when we watched that, where the guy dresses up in the cardboard costume and gets an invite to a Halloween party.
Oh, that movie!
Yeah,
oh
that
my
one,
god!
that one.
I wasn't there for that, actually.
I could have sworn you were there for that one.
No, Vezoth was there for
the only one I ended up watching when we were doing the watch parties was The Thing.
The Thing, and I know I was pretty sure you were there for Neverending Story.
I thought you were there for the one where we watched I wasn't there, but you guys watched the pandemic movie. What was it?
Oh, Contracted or Contraction or whatever.
Yeah. I wasn't there.
Maybe, I don't
God,
know.
I know you were there. That was the one where it's the fucking zombie STD.
Oh my god.
Oh, I hated that movie.
You guys seen that?
It broke me.
You guys know? You guys know about that? You guys know about that? Like, there was like that one like movie that was like 3 small movies in one, and one of them was about a dude who gets bit by a clown and then transforms into a clown. That shit's
I don't know what that is, but I want to see
That
it.
shit's fucking funny. It's in like a combo of movies. It's like 3 tiny, shitty, like Blumhouse movie. Yeah, it's an anthology thing. There's one where like it's a bunch of hillbillies going out into the fucking desert, and then they fucking spill their like nuclear ass toilet wine in the desert, and like there's a dead body buried under there, and that creates zombies. They're fucking.
I've seen that
nuclear
premise, but it's
moonshine.
beavers.
Okay. That's
Zombievers, also a really
I don't
good
remember
movie.
what the
No longer on
third.
Netflix.
I don't remember what the third in that anthology was, but I remember this because of Red Letter Mania. I think they reviewed it for a Halloween thing.
Ah,
it
that
was
makes
dog
sense.
shit.
Yeah?
I love bad movies. I'm probably, if you join our fan server, I'm probably going to do a watch party for bad movies this Halloween, as I try to do every Halloween.
I'm gonna do my autumnal tradition soon of watching Over the Garden Wall in its entirety.
Oh, we have someone else in.
I did see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good tradition because it's a good fucking.
It is a good tradition. I'm probably gonna do Scary Godmother for like a genuine thing that I really enjoyed for my childhood.
Scary Godmother is like nostalgia classic. That's some good shit.
The song from the scene in Scary Godmother where they're having their dance will always be stuck in my head.
Oh, forever. Fucking,
Forever.
I love
every once in a while the scene where the protagonist is just like, I'm gonna teach you how to make a funny marshmallow thing in the microwave. That stays in my brain still. Like those instructions specifically to like draw a funny face
Scary
on
Godmother
the marshmallow with chocolate.
It's a weird movie. It's like, it's not like a movie. It's like it's like an after school special. Like genuinely,
it's a special.
Wasn't it a comic first?
It was a book series.
I don't know.
It was an illustrated book series.
I remember the sequel. Starting with the kid, the bully brother, just having PTSD from last Halloween, and that was very good.
He was afraid that his spaghetti was going to eat him.
Yeah, the spaghetti was in the shape of the big monster that terrified him in the last one, and that was very. Wild.
It was specifically the fact that the spaghetti had meatballs in the shape of the monster's eyes.
How come we can recall that with crystal clarity?
I have no idea.
because we've
rent-free in my
seen
brain.
the special a number of times throughout our
I've
childhood.
seen it twice.
I watched Scary Godmother 2 within the past 3 years.
The last time I saw it was like before middle school.
Cartoon Network still airs it every Halloween.
Oh, that's cute.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad for that, at least. I know, but back on the original topic. We've been watching some of the bad movies. There was a movie that's been in the top 10 for the past, 2 weeks called Pets United, which I thought was supposed to be Netflix's spoof on The Secret Life of Pets. It's not. It's the sequel to a German novel from the 1960s called...
AJ.
Yes.
Before we go too far into it, we should probably get a break done.
Oh, okay. I will tell you more about what it's the sequel to right after we get back.
Back.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
Alex is dying.
A little bit.
Uh,
Ugh.
Continue with your topic.
So, there's a fucking movie on Netflix that's been on the top 10 for the past 2 weeks called Pets United. It is something. It is the sequel to a German book from the 1960s called Animals United. It has nothing to do with it, and it's in a dystopian robot fascist future for some reason. It is a British, German, Chinese film. So all of the dialogue looks like it was dubbed, even though it was recorded in English. It is a miserable film, and I don't remember anything that happens in it except that a pug and a pig are implied to have fucked.
Yeah.
They're only one letter off.
It is such
thing
a weird
is-
movie.
That's how
Yeah.
genetics works, right? Is the animal's name the closer it is, the crossbreed chance works?
Yeah, dude.
I didn't do so good at biology.
What would it make if a pug and a pig fucked? What would be the name?
the
Pug.
Pog.
Pug.
The Pog Champ.
It'd be the Pog, yeah. And then they'd have a tournament of the Pogs, and whoever won would become the Pog champ.
Yeah.
Aw.
Pog
that how it
Champ is the
works?
evolved form.
The baby version is a Poggers.
I'm gonna kill you.
It goes from Poggers to Pog Champ.
I put my hand in my hands when I said it.
It caused you physical
Oh, give me a break.
Oh, give me a break.
Oh shit!
But yeah, what a fucking
No one knows what
movie.
the fuck we're talking, what we're fucking referencing. No one's seen that fucking pepper. So, I don't even know what to look up because I know that "Oh, give me a break" doesn't actually bring it up on YouTube. Last time I tried.
Tyler found it because it was in the most recent Subnautica episode.
Oh, okay. Then people will know if they're watching our content. Never mind. Go watch the Subnautica video. You'll get it.
Episode
Um,
16.
I didn't know he used it. I haven't watched the new one.
It's episode 16 titled "What If We Were Divers and We Were Both Irish?"
Yeah, that came out, I think, yesterday.
Title.
Yesterday.
Yeah. was too busy
Speaking of
doing laundry
yesterday,
before
today
the
is Jay's
Skylines.
birthday.
Today is
Sure
the
is.
the
What
23rd.
that had to do with yesterday?
It's
Because today is the other day.
It's the 23rd.
off.
It is
Get
Wednesday
out.
when we record this. We record every Wednesday.
Today it's Wednesday.
And
Sometimes
it's Jay's
Thursday.
birthday.
It's Jay's birthday.
Happy birthday, Jay.
Happy
They decided
Happy
to.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
They decided they were too cool for us.
Natalie, if you're listening to this, Jay would have been here, but they're spending time with you. Treasure this moment.
Treasure.
Treasure
Because
it.
soon enough, Jay's not gonna be able to hang out with you because Jay's gonna marry
Jay's
their
gonna
job.
be too cool for fucking school, Natalie.
Once we're famous, you're not gonna fucking matter, Natalie.
Natalie, I don't know. I don't know you, but I love you.
Natalie, your homework
Yeah,
for
I have no
tonight
idea who you
is
fucking
to
are,
solve
but I
the
know you're a
few
friend.
Problems on page 12.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Be sure to have your homework to me by the end of class tomorrow, or you
Everyone, please, everyone, pick a sophomore year reading level book to read, and then please bring me the report in 3 months when you finish it.
I'm gonna read the Hunger Games.
Okay, all of them. You only need one book.
I'm gonna read the games.
What?
The Hunger Games.
What? What?
She's going to hack into the mainframe, the coding.
You're gonna read the games.
I don't know what
I'm
sophomore
still
level is.
recoiling. My brain's still trying to figure out what the fuck you're talking about. You just flooded my brain with just nonsense so hard. Holy shit, I'm gonna break out in a fever.
I have been like this
Oh.
the past 3 days. I don't know what to tell you, Alex.
The
At least
game.
you don't live with
What are
me.
you talking about?
Aries
No,
has had
the
to deal with me
game.
like this for the past 3 days.
Yeah, she won't fucking shut
Oh.
up. Please help me.
Can I read To Kill a Mockingbird for school?
Yes.
No.
Oh god, I remember my.
You know what? You know what I read for my. In senior year I took AP Lit in composition, meaning that I did the whole point of literature and composition compared to the other two options for an English class for senior year. Like there was like creative writing, Lit in comp, and then like normal.
Senior
I
is
think
Brit Lit.
normal English.
No, that's
I have no
I
idea
took
what
that
the
junior.
Fuck that is.
I took it my
But-
senior
but,
year. It's usually British literature for most people.
British literature.
For me, it was
We
just
had- we-
English.
British literature
It
is
was just-
British
it was- yeah, it was
literature is
just
Beowulf
it was just
and Shakespeare.
We did do Shakespeare in senior year, but we did not call the class Brit.
My-
Mine had a strong emphasis on British literature versus like Anglo-Saxon, specifically like Germanic literature.
I think I think every English class probably had a little bit of like their curriculum required.
think,
but you could specialize in what you wanted to do, and I took Lit and Comp, which was like read a book, write about it. Read a book, write about it. Read a book, write about it. I read A Clockwork Orange.
God.
And then watched the movie. And let me tell you, that book's incomprehensible.
Yeah, that's kind of the point.
It's so much British jargon and just made up jargon that you can't tell what's just British nonsense and what's real nonsense. It's crazy.
To be fair,
it's a great
British
read,
nonsense
if you
is
can
also
understand.
just nonsense.
British people aren't
This
real.
is
They can't
true.
hurt you.
But that year I read a lot of fucking Heart of Darkness.
Oh wow.
I read a lot of just fucking hurt your head to read books.
I do not
Why?
envy you.
Why did you
Because
do
I heard
that?
Because I heard they're good pieces of
They're
literature.
not.
They
Were
are.
they?
They're not.
Remember enjoy reading them. I can't tell you what the fuck I enjoyed about them anymore because it's been several years.
That's interesting.
But like, I remember reading them and being like, "This hurt me head," and then I took some notes and I'm like, "Me head hurt no more," and then I was good. And then
Yeah.
I wrote a 5-paragraph essay and got an A. So
I-
we're good.
I will be
I think
rotting
the
in
Texas
my
curriculum-
grave before I admit books like anything by Ayn Rand in 1984 are good books. Sorry.
They're not.
Classic lit assholes.
Sophomore year we had to read 1984
God, I
Ugh.
hate that book.
in sophomore year.
Why is it part of the curriculum to such a strong degree?
I don't know.
Big
teach
brother.
you to not like fascism.
Big
What's
brother.
interesting, I never read 1984 in high school. I don't remember anything about my freshman year. We didn't do any critical reading like that though. My sophomore year was primarily Shakespeare. My junior year was like my freshman year. There wasn't really anything like that. And then my senior year was Brave New World,
Mm.
Oh.
and that was the big book of that year.
For me, it was Shakespeare, The Odyssey, and To Kill a Mockingbird, and also the teacher wanted to do 1984, but she didn't feel like fucking, like, actually reading it, so she just put on the movie.
Yeah.
I remember freshman year reading The Crucible and then watching the movie.
You know, I did that too. I remember that now. You said it, now I remember.
Everyone watched and
I
read
did
The
have to read The
Crucible.
Crucible. I also don't
That's-
remember anything about that book. I remember
I
every
had
time
no
someone said
idea.
The Crucible, I thought I could be lighting something on fire in a crucible right now.
Women scary. Women scary.
Oh,
It's-
you
we're
unlocked
all
it in my
heavy
brain.
Christians.
Stop it.
Oh,
Stop
you-
saying words about
That's
The Crucible.
literally it.
you've unlocked things. So freshman year, The Crucible. Sophomore, Shakespeare. Junior year, fucking The Giver. Was the big one.
Ugh, junior year?
Yes.
Junior for
That is not a junior
My high school
level
was
book.
stupid.
Oh my god.
Freshman year, we had during a Halloween freshman year, how laid back freshman year English was compared to every other English class we had is like this was just our teacher, but during Halloween we just did like a murder mystery
wow.
that had nothing to do with anything, and then we watched the Clue movie. And then we just moved on.
My
We,
sophomore year, my English teacher was a bitch and a pedophile, so
Oh
it
no.
was very weird.
It was a
Mine's-
very interesting thing hearing that one.
My orchestra teacher in my middle school was actually arrested for touching kids.
Yikes.
Oh.
like
Um,
maybe 4 years after I left that school.
Wow.
Oof. I had a teacher my freshman year. She was on a similar level to Alex's. We at one point we read Romeo and Juliet, and then we watched the Leonardo DiCaprio Romeo and
Yes.
Juliet
Was it
from the
Klein?
90s.
When we
No.
did
was it?
Romeo and Juliet, when we did
I don't remember her name.
when we what's the word, when we did all the Shakespeare stuff, we did Romeo and Juliet, we did Hamlet, we did a third one I can't fucking remember, and
Was it
when we did
Oedipus?
Romeo and Juliet, maybe
I read Oedipus.
when we did Romeo and Juliet, the way we did Shakespeare is we actually read it aloud in groups,
Yep.
like a play,
Yeah.
and did the roles, and then we watched both movies. We watched like the old ass one, and then we watched the Leonardo DiCaprio one, and we're like, "What's going on?"
I love the Leonardo DiCaprio Romeo and Jet movie. I can't talk.
Romeo and Jet.
Yeah, you know.
Romeo and Jetsons.
Listen, I may have gotten confused briefly with West Side Story. Leave me alone.
It basically is just West Side Story.
West Side Story is a Romeo and Juliet
I,
retelling, so
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, it's exactly what it is.
It is.
Oh, the thing I remembered while talking about the Crucible is it reminded me in the movie John's fucking he's smoking.
I don't remember.
Who?
I remember like the first thing you see is him. The first thing I think you see of John in that movie is he's just out there like reaping the hay
That was
at his fucking farm.
that was like
so
8
good.
years
Oh.
ago
He's
for
like,
me.
That was so
was
long
so long
ago.
ago.
Good.
I have a
That
picture.
would be my sophomore
I
year
have
of
a
high
picture.
Is he
school.
ripped?
This guy?
He's all right. He's not what I thought in my head.
You remember him kindly.
He looks like
kinder than I do.
Aragorn from fucking
was
Lord of
just
the
Probably
Rings.
He looks
it's
like-
like he looks exactly like Aragorn.
Yeah,
He
it might
looks-
be the same act. It might be the same actor.
He looks like an
honestly.
alternate
I don't know.
universe Keanu Reeves.
I was thinking he looks like a cross between Aragorn and Keanu Reeves.
Hold on, so the actor for him is Daniel Day-Lewis.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm trying to see what he was known for.
Oh, my.
Daniel, he's old now.
Yeah,
God.
he is.
Yeah.
Daniel Day-Lewis. Let's see, was he in? He was not in Lord of the
I
Rings.
just know
Aragorn's
I-
actor's fucking old too. Jesus.
Yeah, I was.
I don't know who Aragorn's actor is.
I slept through the entirety of the Crucible, and I only passed because I'm really good at predicting plot points. So I bullshit my way through that
It's
entire.
because every great work of literature is a fucking tragedy. So it's just like, I wonder what's gonna happen to this loving husband and his not loving, he's cheating. I've remembered the plot now. He's kind of a bastard.
Everyone in that
he's
story
not
is a horrible
positive
person.
man. He's sensible, but he's a cheater. But at least he's not a freak like the rest of them. It's like witches. He's just like, this is nonsense. I'm gonna farm wheat.
I just want to farm
I'm
and
just
cheat
gonna
on my
farm
wife.
wheat and cheat on my wife.
Alex-
Yeah, that's all he wanted to do. And then it's like, we're going to kill you now. He's like, okay.
I'll be 100%
He
honest.
just gave up.
I'll be 100% honest. I don't know this guy from any movie.
Hold on,
I've
I know
never
the
seen a movie
name.
that this
Daniel
guy's in.
Day-Lewis?
Yeah,
Daniel
never seen a movie
Day-Lewis.
this man was in.
That means that I
you know,
probably
he's
have
right
seen
there.
one.
Ugh.
He was in There Will Be Blood.
Aragorn's voice
I-
actor. Aragorn's first
Speaking
actor,
of,
Viggo Mortensen, did not age well.
Yeah. Speaking of Aragorn, fucking I fucking love that
He was Abraham Lincoln in
that
Lincoln.
every time that scene happens in Lord of the Rings where he kicks the fucking helmet, everyone's gotta fucking express that piece of trivia.
It's because
They
it's
gotta
so
fucking
good.
It's very funny.
They gotta spout that fucking piece of meat. They gotta tell
Just,
you.
hold on. Does anyone here not know the piece of trivia?
I don't know anything about Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
Okay. There's a scene where Aragorn gets really fucking frustrated and he kicks like a helmet that's like on this battlefield and then he yells out in frustration and it turns out that's just the actual actor screaming in pain because he broke his fucking toe on the prop.
He wasn't. Yeah.
damn.
So it was an actual steel helmet. He wasn't supposed to kick it.
Yeah.
But he did.
He was not
And he
supposed to
broke
kick
his
it.
toe on it. And he screamed, and they just left it in.
It's a
Yeah,
good.
it's
I mean,
good-
it's
a good
added to the scene.
It
Apparently,
made the scene.
It did. It's really funny that a
no
lot
one
of.
would remember that scene otherwise.
I mean, there's just so much like improv that you don't even notice in movies and whatnot that just gets left in because it ultimately adds to the storytelling, which is why
Most
scripts suck. Everything should be improv.
Most of the good 80s movies are improv for most of the dialogue.
Yeah, a lot of stuff, I think anymore people rely too much on like a script and are afraid to do improv, which is why you get a lot of just general what media is today. Because like Rick and Morty,
nonsense.
Rick and Morty is as funny as it is because so much of it is improv.
It's just nonsense.
Yeah, they have an outline. They have an outline when they go into that.
Wasn't
like, despite all the horrible shit around Rick and Morty, it's a funny television show.
What, the
Wasn't,
fact that Dan Harmon is kind of a creep?
that one
that literally that like if you were just watching the show with no context of what it's done to society, it's like, this is pretty funny. I'm having a fun time.
Yeah.
You learn anything outside of it, you're like, oh god, oh shit, oh fuck, Pickle Rick, fucking McDonald's sauce.
Turned him into a pickle.
Just sends
I can't
sends you
believe-
fucking spiraling.
I can't believe the fucking McDonald's sauce thing had such a huge impact on
It was
the
their fault.
world at large.
It was their fault.
Yeah, it was entirely McDonald's fault. I was working at a mall when that happened, and so I got my lunch from McDonald's most of the time. And every time I would go in, they'd like open up with, "We're out of Szechuan sauce, don't fucking ask."
Please don't.
I'm like, Carly,
I don't
you
know
see
why
me
they-
here every day. I don't want any Szechuan sauce. Give me my nuggets.
I don't know why they thought that. I don't know why they thought that like having this weird limited supply thing would work for them.
Marketing. It's
They
the same
just
thing. It's the same
immediately
thing
ran out.
with the McRib every year.
Yeah.
Like
The
if the
McRib-
McRib was constantly
Oh,
there, no one would eat it.
oh man, I sure hope the McRib is here next year.
It's gonna
The
be,
sh-
but it's because it's limited. People, it's like they have it once and it tastes awful at the time because it's
Isn't it
disgusting.
just more likely that the Szechuan sauce is just several other McDonald's sauces mixed together?
I think
No.
I think it's a more authentic like sweet and sour. I never actually
just-
Yeah, it's
tasted
just
it.
a sweet and sour. It's
It's
just
just
a
a-
sweet and sour fucking sauce.
It's
You
like
could
a
make it
plum
at home.
sauce.
Yeah, you could make it if you just know the ingredients. It's not that big of a deal. It's not like McDonald's got a fucking patent on it.
No. It was. From what I heard, it wasn't very good anyway.
Sweet and sour
it's
sauce
just
has never
like,
been great.
The entire joke wasn't how good the sauce was. The joke was that it's such a specific fucking pull for Rick to pull in that scene. It's such a dumb bullshit thing to say, and that's why he said it. And like that's very funny. But then everyone's like, he bumped it
right.
up so much. I gotta try it. And it's like, no, you dumbass.
The thing
bit
is-
was that it was just for a fucking movie.
The
in, like,
the problem
2000s.
is that the audience for Rick and Morty was mostly people who were too young to have even experienced the Szechuan sauce in the first place.
Yes.
So making a bit about an
very-
old
it's an
old
old pull.
Szechuan sauce thing that McDonald's did in the 90s.
There's people that think
And,
that
like,
Szechuan
going-
sauce is only
I
for
did
Rick
say
and
the
Morty.
2000s. Mulan was definitely
Yeah.
in the 90s. I don't know
That,
what I'm
yeah, I
talking
was
So,
gonna
like,
say.
The fact that people who watch Rick and Morty are 20 somethings to like their late teens, they would not have known what the fuck he's talking about. So they thought it was like genuinely good, because why would they do that bit if it wasn't good? Missing the point of the bit.
Oh, you're totally right. Mulan was made in 1998.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
it's-
I
well,
know when
That's
movies
you're
are.
born.
It's
That's when you're
time
born.
is crazy because 30 years ago it was 1990.
Yeah.
30
Yeah,
years
sure.
ago.
Don't
I was
fuck
not-
Even
think
people
it's
born at
3.
the beginning of the beginning of the 90s probably wouldn't remember that, and they're 30 now.
Yeah.
It's literally like when I pulled that Crucible shit, and you guys are like, "Oh, it's all coming back to me." It's like people that were like alive and cognizant in like 1998 and like watching TV, and they were watching shit on their CRT tube television and saw the McDonald's commercial for some Szechuan sauce. People would be like, "Oh, I remember that." That's literally what the bit was for.
Yeah.
It wasn't like an advertisement for some fucking McDonald's.
Unlike the actual Pringles ad that they had.
Yeah.
They just had a straight up Pringles ad.
Yes.
Yeah. They had an ad
Yes.
where the whole joke was that Morty's been replaced by a Pringles robot, and he's like advertising Pringles by telling
There
you
was
to buy
also a
several
bit-
cans
there
of
was
Pringles
also,
and stack
like,
them on
Did they
top
make
of
money off of that?
There was a 3DS advertisement as well. I remember that one.
What about the
Or-
Minecraft bit?
I don't. Yeah, there was also the Minecraft bit. The Minecraft bit was just actually a bit, though.
Yeah,
I know.
I think
I
You
thought
craft
they might have
Minecraft
actually
to craft
said
a mine.
they might have actually said Minecraft, but I don't.
They did say
remember.
They did.
Minecraft.
They did.
Yeah.
They did.
You can
Okay,
get away with
that's
referencing
good.
stuff like
I
that.
thought I also thought the
we
Nintendo
do it all the
DS
time.
but I
thing was
thought
also
I love it when media does references like that, but they refuse to say the product.
That's funnier.
Rick and Morty is that one overlap where it's funnier when they just outright
When they
say
just tell
the
you,
product
"Hey, this
that
thing
they're
fucking
talking
sucks."
about.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Nintendo DS thing was also a bit, and they weren't actually sponsored by Nintendo.
Yes.
But,
there was definitely not sponsorship.
Yeah,
no.
but, like...
Nintendo wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole.
I remember that they actually did have a really funny Wendy's ad where the whole joke was that they were being chased around in a subway station and were about to get assaulted by the Wendy's breakfast items.
What?
Yeah,
never saw
they're in a-
season 4 of Rick and Morty, and so it's...
I didn't even know it came out.
According
That's why.
according to people who did watch Rick and Morty, overall season 4 Rick and Morty was the writers having such a horrible hatred for their audience that it just felt bad.
Yeah, because like originally it was just like a haha, this is just funny. I'm Justin Roiland and I'm gonna make goofs and riff. And then like eventually it got a really big following, and then the fans became fanatical, and he was like, all right, freaks, calm down.
Yeah.
I mean,
And then Dan Harmon's like, I can't make this show anymore.
completely understandable,
Yeah.
because I've talked about before how much I wish, like Glee, because I really wish that Glee was good. There's so many moments where I'm like, you created an interesting character, and I would love to see them go through a complete plot arc and see what you can do with these characters in the story you set yourself up with. But between the fans, the writers, and just the world in general, it collapsed in on itself to be both what Glee and Rick and Morty became.
It's just a shitty soap. Glee.
Glee is so fucking weird. I don't know whether or not it wants me to take it seriously, because there's plenty of times where it's like, hi, we're
It
addressing
tries.
this very serious topic. And then just immediately falls flat in the next scene, or like the way that they do a setup for a joke is like so genuinely hysterical, but they're talking about a serious topic.
It just kind of detracts.
Yeah, or they'll be talking about a serious issue, and then fucking Mr. Schuster's wife is like, hi, I'm faking my pregnancy so my husband will stay with me, and I'm a genuinely horrible racist person.
Ooh, my favorite part is when in episode 3 this woman just commits statutory rape several times in the episode against 16-year-olds.
Yeah, and it's just played for goofs multiple times, over and over and over and over.
There's so many gags that are A, wrong in the first place, and B, just overplayed.
It's like The Simpsons is fucking
Also,
guilty
that was
of that
episode
early
5.
on, where like the Simpsons like the old stuff is like, it's classic, the gags that work, but there's a lot of just like, haha, get it, that person's gay.
Yeah.
And they don't want people to know that.
Yeah,
It's
but
poorly
also, like,
aged.
The Simpsons is almost as old as I am.
Yeah, no, The Simpsons is old.
Yeah, it's a product of its time with that, but yeah, Glee is like, it's
To a certain effect, because we're watching the first season, which came out in 2009, it's also a large product of its time. Because being a
Well,
product...
like, back in even 2009, it was still okay to
No.
make those jokes.
Yeah, in 2009, it's fairly recent, because it's a woman doing these things to teenage boys. Especially back in 2009, it was just like, okay, they knew what they were getting into because they're teenage boys. They're always horny.
Haha, teenage hormones.
Yeah, so back then it was largely considered, like, quote-unquote, okay. It's not. And it's like, all of the gay jokes and stuff, the reason why they're able to get away with it, because it was 2009. Gay marriage wouldn't be legalized for another 6 years, and we're still having problems now, 5 years after that.
I think the show ended before legalization.
I'm pretty sure it did, because I think it ended in, like, 14. When did Glee end?
I don't know. I think
Glee
only had 4 or 5 seasons.
it started in 2009 and it had like 8 seasons.
Really?
The only thing I've heard
Yeah.
about fucking Glee, like, ever besides this conversation we just had, is I was walking out into the kitchen and the living room TV was on and my mom was just asleep and listening to, like, Jimmy Fallon.
Uh-huh.
And they had, what's his name? The dude that's in that? What's his fucking name?
Which one? There's a few of them.
He used to host, like, G4 shows and shit. Like, he used to run, like, the G4 gaming, like, award show every year. I can't remember his name. Joel... Fuck, what's the actor's name?
It ended
Something Joel.
March 20th. 2015. So,
I can't remember his name.
gay marriage was
Guys, you
legalized
gotta fucking...
on June 10th, 2015.
So
Listen,
right around the same time.
Alex needs your help. Who's the guy? His name's Joel. His
what?
actual name, the actor.
From what?
From Glee.
From Glee?
Joel McHale.
I was
okay.
I did it. I pulled that
There
shit
you
out of
go.
my
There
brain.
you go.
Okay, Joel McHale. I remember the reason I brought him up is he was on Jimmy Fallon and he was on the TV in my living room as I was getting water and my mom was asleep in the living room. And I just hear him talking about like, yeah, we're gonna make a whole like reunion thing with Glee, and I'm like, what are you talking about?
One of the dudes died of a drug overdose.
What do you mean you're gonna bring it back?
At least two of the members from the original cast are dead.
One of the actresses drowned in a lake.
Lord. Jesus.
She didn't wear a life jacket.
Yeah, one of them.
Well,
And the other one
Uh,
overdosed on drugs.
No.
What? I thought...
how did I pull Joel McHale?
One
How'd I
of
do
the
that?
one of the actors from Glee, Mark Salling. He was just like the standard dude bro on the show. He hung himself in
Oh,
2018.
okay. I couldn't remember.
So that's 3 dead now,
Yeah.
huh?
Maybe.
I'm pretty sure because
There's
the...
only
Bringing it
12
back,
main
guys.
characters from the cast.
We're bringing it back. We're all coming back to the show. Everyone's here.
Because I know one of them overdosed on drugs, one of them unfortunately killed himself, and Santana drowned. I know Finn's dead, I think. I don't know who the third guy was. So Finn and Santana, those characters, their actors are dead. How are you gonna do a reunion?
CGI like Grand Moff Tarkin in the new Star Wars trilogy.
Grand Moff Tarkin and Leia. The whole
I've
movie.
been zoning out this
Leia.
entire time, and now you're talking about which Glee actors have died.
Is Glee cursed? The
Yeah.
show's death, tragedies, and disputes.
I just saw the same fucking article.
It's not cursed. The actors are just, dealing with the
Right.
things that actors deal with. Drugs, depression, accidental death by drowning.
Yeah, I'm seeing an article here from July 10th of this year.
Yeah.
And then there was
That was
Nye
when
Rivera,
she
who
unfortunately
died
passed away,
of drowning. And then 2013,
Yeah, Cody
heroin overdose.
Monteith in 2013.
and then there was
Who's-
the third, which was Noah.
Faced
or
criminal
not Noah,
charges before suicide. Yeah, that was Puckerman, so I got the characters right. So it was, yeah. Oh, there's more. Nancy Motes,
Really?
Jim
There's more?
Fuller, Becca Tobin.
Yeah.
Becca Tobin wasn't herself,
Jesse-
it was a partner.
Oh, boyfriend. Okay.
You guys just want to have a celebrity obituary section at the end of every podcast episode. I feel like it's gonna be a
Rest
real
in
boost.
peace, David Bowie. Your meat was huge in Labyrinth.
Yeah, thank God.
David
Caused
Bowie,
me
man.
much
Fucking
turmoil as a youth.
Yeah.
I never noticed it.
I found David Bowie attractive, but I also found the fucking Sarah chick attractive. Did my phone die?
I loved David Bowie so much as a kid, dude.
That movie was just too weird for me to like.
My whole family's fucking obsessed with that film.
It's a good
It's a
movie.
good film.
I've still never seen that movie or Pan's Labyrinth.
Really?
I've never seen
Pan's
either of
Labyrinth
those
is
movies.
Alex.
really good. It's the
I've never seen Pan's
I haven't
Labyrinth.
found it anywhere to watch it on a streaming service that
It's
I'm already
on
paying for. I don't
Netflix.
want to pay an extra.
Well, you know what, Aries?
yeah.
As a closer off to this part of the podcast,
I also have a closer.
Okay.
you.
Conti-
Great.
Two
Fight-
closers.
Two
fight to the
closers.
death.
Two closers.
1, 2, 3.
Two
go!
closers. You go for. No. You go
At the
first.
same time.
and now I don't.
Mine's just a little piece of trivia. Mine's just a little piece of trivia to sign us off.
Now
with.
I don't want
You
to.
have an
I was
actual
gonna be.
thing.
It was gonna be a funny bit, and then.
Don't do this, please. Tell me my brain needs the closure.
Kaylee.
please.
Kaylee,
Just say
please.
the words, Kaylee.
I was gonna say that Aries, you do in fact remind me of the babe.
What, babe?
What, babe?
The babe with the power.
What power?
The power of voodoo.
Hoodoo?
You do.
I do what?
Remind me of the babe. And so my baby.
We did it, guys.
We did it.
Jesus Christ.
So okay, so
Did we win
so
podcasting?
guys, you guys know I've completely blanked the name of the show. The superhero who uses electricity. It was a cartoon.
Static Shock.
Static Shock.
Static Shock. Thank God. Fucking Christ, I couldn't remember. I thought it was fucking like Static Lightning. That was not correct. But the you know King Shark?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's voiced by David Hayter of Metal Gear Solid fame.
Yeah. He's
Done
What
so
the
much
fuck's up
weird
with that?
Shit.
He's a voice
Good night,
actor.
everybody.
Good
I just
night.
learned that. I
Good
just
night,
learned that today.
everybody.
It's fucked up. What's he doing there? Get back to being Snake.